So today I'm going to talk to you about my dad's training. My dad's training was not intelligent training. It was the complete opposite of what I like to do. Now, at 15, my dad wrote me out a program. He wanted me to do like 2 sessions a week, 2 sessions of 400-meter repeats a week, and two easy runs of 3 to 4 miles. Now, 3 to 4 miles is pussy shit. That's hardly anything. Okay. He wanted me to only run that distance because he's all about speed, speed, speed. If you do too many miles, that means you turn yourself into a long, slow runner. Okay, and that's just ridiculous. Okay. Now, what was I gonna say? Yeah, and then on the weekends I train at the athletic club, Saturday and Sunday, and he said, "Oh yeah, you can just." So yeah, it was like Monday 3 or 4 miles, Tuesday track workout, Wednesday 3 or 4 miles, Wednesday Thursday track workout, Friday I had the day off, and then Saturday hill session with my athletic club, then Sunday long run. Okay, and my dad had me only doing two track sessions a week starting out. He wanted me to build up to 4 track sessions eventually, and just do 2, 3 or 4 mile runs on the other days. And when he told me to do 2, 3 or 4 mile runs, I thought he meant when he said he do it easy. I thought he actually meant easy. But then I started to talk to him about it, and he told me he wanted me to do them at 6 minute mile pace, and I'm like, what? That's like a tempo run to me. That's hard. And I said, I won't even be able to hold a conversation at that pace. And he laughed and said, you shouldn't be able to hold a conversation. It's a run. And I'm like, no, that's not a run. That's a session. So that training he wanted me to do was based on his own training. He did 4 track sessions a week, 2 sessions of 400-meter repeats, 2 sessions of 200-meter repeats, really fast, doing 62-second 400s, which is faster than his fucking mile time. His mile time was 4:17. It's just crazy. And he used to do 2, 3 or 4 mile runs where he couldn't even hold a conversation. So that's like a tempo run at the least, probably faster than a tempo run. Okay, and he said, "Oh, my coach was in South Wales was a wonderful coach. He was absolutely fantastic. Your coach is a fucking Aegis. Your coach wants you to be a long, slow marathon runner. That's not the case. That's just ridiculous. All right. If they wanted me to be a long, slow marathoner, they just have me doing marathon workouts. They'd be the only workouts I do. But no, he makes us do fast workouts, tempo runs, track workouts, kilometer repeats, 800-meter repeats, 400-meter repeats, 200-meter repeats. So we're hitting all the different speeds. My dad's training plan was like, oh, you only do the same thing year in, year out. You're not hitting the different paces that you want to be hitting. If you know what I mean. So, my dad, he burnt out after 2 years and he quit. But he lied to me. He said, oh, I was running a road race and some van hit me in the hip and I was out injured and I couldn't run again. No, that's bullshit. You never even ran road races. You only did cross country and track. So that was my dad's training. Not a very intelligent way to train. It annoyed me because eventually I learned this. I kept burning out for all the important races. So I decided to move to my coach's training, and my dad would be shouting and screaming at me the whole time for doing my coach's training. But I was like, you got to do that. You can't be training like that. That's stupid. That's it's like the it's like the British clubs way of training. It's crap.